if it's a cannibal and it mates for life, that's not really saying much. I mean, if you say till death do us part, but then you eat your mate, you know, well, how much value really is there in that? Hello everyone, Thranx is here. Welcome back to No Man's Sky, episode 232, where we're back at the Sweat Lodge base. Having revamped it a little bit at the end of the last episode, I do want to keep this base up and running. It does need some TLC, but we have a sulfurine deposit nearby, even though it's a small one. I think we'll go ahead and upload it as is. I don't know if I necessarily want to set up the sulfurine here, as the main reason I wanted to keep this base is just because this planet is so cool. With the red sky and the extreme heat, and it's got these large plateaus and ruins everywhere. This place is full of ruins and plaques, but more than anything we needed the solar vine. So in the last episode we swung by here and we got all this solar vine kind of on its timer so that it would grow, and now we're ready to harvest, and we're just going to harvest it. Not as easy as the biodomes, admittedly, but just plant it all out here in the extreme heat, and it does great. So I think at some point in the past I had threatened to maybe tune down No Man's Sky a little bit in favor of playing other games, and as much as I'm going to play other games from here and there and time to time, I can't stop playing No Man's Sky. I can't really turn it down. It's just too much fun. There's always something else to do, and every update brings more and more new stuff. It is what it is. We are in it to win it, and yeah, we can't stop, won't stop. And we got our solar vine. Okay. Let's take a look at what that looks like. 6,000. So now fungal mold and star bulb are the ones we're low, and frost crystal. We actually have quite a bit going on here. Hyperdrive module, starship shield module. I don't really want to get rid of those. Glass. I think we're going to go ahead and put windows in over here. That's why I have that glass, so let's just do that. Like a window there. And they're not really, it's not really much to show, these windows. Oh yeah, here we go. Perfect. Hold on. Right, because now we can terrain manipulate. Hold on. Well, I don't want that terrain sticking through my window. I reject those terms. Hold on. It's not okay. Go away. Perfect, so we got a little bit of a window. I do like the rusty look. Everything here is super hot. These lights should be on now? Yeah, they are on. They have power. Everything has power. The base has power. The terminus is active. The batteries are discharging. It's 5 minutes until drained, but we might need another solar panel, right? I don't know. I feel like 5 is pretty reasonable. We're not really consuming all that much power. I guess they snap to the building. They don't really need this power cord, right? I mean, they don't even need power cords to each other if they're on the buildings. Dark hours remaining. So it says there's 7.5 hours of darkness remaining, and 6:40 until drained. It's going up, though. Why is it going up? That's peculiar. I don't want to sit here and dally with this too long. Okay, so the counters are a little off. That's perfectly fine. We have a large refiner here. We have a lot of neat stuff here. I think what we'll do is we shall sell some of our items here. I'm going to hold on to storage augmentation. Holy moly, we're not going to sell that. He has atmosphere harvesters. For 3 units is all they... Oh, that's atrocious. Dihydrogen jelly? Why am I holding on to this? That seems like a horrible waste. Must be from some of those things I tore down. Okay, well, we're not gonna sell it because it's dihydrogen, and we always need dihydrogen. Okay, thank you. Now that the storm is over, let's see, this planet just feels like a hellscape. It's pretty extreme. And you can tell how long ago this was because this was before we switched to the Nomad. This is back when we were still using the Pilgrim, which we did not even rename. I don't think we're going to do that just now, though. Let's take a look at our portable refiner here. Just keep processing that chromatic metal. And at this point, we should put a landing pad. We should do more with this base. I just don't want to. We'll come back to it. We're done visiting the old bases. Let's go back to our new system. The Drinksian Expanse Station Omega. No, not that. These are other bases. Ivdello Puto Station Tau. Ivdeli. Hold on. All the way up at the top. Ilklep. Ivdeli Puto. Right, that was the one with the black hole. No, we want to go to the Klep. We haven't really explored anything there. What is this infestation site? For some mission? Are we holding on to an infestation mission? What the heck? Hold on. Belligerent worries. Hunt and kill monstrosities. At a specific location? Nah. Nah, no thanks. Base computer archives. I feel like that's a thing we would want to do eventually. I just don't want to do it now. Instead, let's go to Ilklep Station Beta. Alright, excellent. So this is where we ended up after we took the black hole. Significantly closer to the center of the galaxy by about 15,000 light years, or 13,000 light years if I recall. I think we've already accepted all of our missions here. Yes, of course we did. They had a lot of good ones here, killing sentinels and such. Yeah, I abandoned that mission. When is that indicator going to go away? How peculiar. Alright. Let's go ahead and make planetfall on one of the planets in this system. Undiscovered planet. All of these are undiscovered, right? Yes. That one's got a moon. So we're talking 5. 5 planets. 4 planets plus a moon. Ocean on a couple of them. I do like that. That's pretty neat. That's a pretty neat thumbnail, actually. Suppose we could swing on down and see what this planet's all about. Icy planet with some high sentinel activity. Sure, let's see what this icy planet's like. Let's see if we can find a freighter wreck. Oh, look at that with the blue sky. Yeah, more and more I'm liking shots that include our fighter in it. Let's see what the terrain's like. It's a little rocky. Okay, well, it's very rocky, actually. Relatively flat, though. Forests here and there. It's a pretty significant ravine system in front of us. No structures in sight, but there's a lot of frost crystals here. Let's harvest the frost crystals off of this frost wort while we're here. Just in time for the blizzard. Frequent blizzards, even. The snow and the blue sky are pretty cool. Forget how welcoming blue sky feels when you get used to all these alien planets. And even though this is really cold, the blue sky makes it feel so familiar. Or a big blizzard shows up. I mean, it's no biodome full of frost crystals, but it's good enough. And we're going to use this. We're going to stockpile up on all these resources to make lots and lots of money. I mean, stupid amounts of money. And then we're going to start to make our exotic ships better than they have ever been. Oh, just jetpack right through the tree, Thranxes. Okay, we're going to go down here, try to seek a little bit of refuge from this blizzard here. Oh, it's whiteout conditions. I can't see a thing. Wow. That's a really bad blizzard out there. Oh. Oh, hello. That appears to be a crustacean of some kind. Calm, cannibal, mates for life. If it's a cannibal and it mates for life, that's not really saying much. I mean, if you say till death do us part, but then you eat your mate, you know, how much value really is there in that? I think we're just gonna recharge everything here. Alright, and then we'll get some of this dihydrogen. Always gotta have room for that. Look at this neat cave system. Yeah, there's big ravines on this planet. That's pretty cool. I've seen these before where there's like a sub-layer of land underneath the top layer. Sort of like a hollowed out crust. It goes back a little bit, but ultimately this is a small one. I imagine they get pretty extensive on this planet. And there it goes. It continues on back. Alright, well, let's get some of this avian life. Eats stinging leaves, has compound eyes. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Methodical, digs for tubers, lays beautiful eggs. Really? Don't be startled. You're a magnificent creature. With 6 legs, I thought my eyes deceived me there for a moment. Oh, hello. Look, it's like a little scavenger creature. Hanging out next to the big one in an attempt to dig for scraps, right? Eats plant roots. It's a juvenile. Unknown building just over that horizon there. Another massive ravine here. Well, let's go see what this building is. Ooh, easy does it now. Some of them have horns, like a narwhal's horn. Oh my. Oh, look, it's a plaque and more frostwort. That's good stuff. Whispers spill from the sharp edges of the artifact, recounting the dreams and memories of the Korvax echoes in my mother tongue. 100 million casing lights were dimmed. The great disconnection destroyed all that went before. Korvax echoes became screams. Years stretched like millennia amidst the disarray, yet slowly, hope was reborn through logic. I would like help with language, please. We're gonna keep asking for help with language until we have nothing left to learn. That way we can uninstall the translation modules on our suit. That, for me, is going to be a big one. Don't freak out. It's okay. Let's see if there's a shot to be had here. When the blizzard's not happening, this planet is really quite breathtaking with all of the blues. The problem becomes, obviously, that if the blizzards really are frequent, then, you know. Then we're just going to be dodging storms constantly, always having to recharge our shield. I think we'll wait to search for a crashed freighter. We still need to do that, but I don't want to do that on this planet. Since we need the frostwort, and we're here, we're just going to ouch! How dare you! Yep, since we're here and we need the frostwort, we're just going to do this, and then I think we'll head to the next planet. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep up the pace of exploring every planet and every system. It feels wasteful not to, but we do have a threshold of how much we can do. We're only human after all. Let's see. Keep processing that copper, please. Any planet can be your home if you find it beautiful enough. Alright, well, I'm not walking all that way to my ship. Let's call it. Alright, so we'll go to the freighter. We'll go to our capital ship. Straighten things out there. Get our inventory sorted. And then I think we need to go to the Nexus and see if we can get Polo to log the next black hole for us so we know where we're going. Or maybe we already have that navigational data. Stand by, let's check the map.
Orbital station coordinates received.
I don't really want the nearest Atlas station. No, thank you. I'm not even sure of the value of going to those. And we might check that again one day, but let's find where the nearest black hole is. Oh no, I don't... You're going to take me all the way back to the other one? No. Nope. We will have to hit the Nexus at some point. Look at that fleet. Look at that majestic, marvelous fleet. You know what? I'm curious. I think we're going to go ahead and land on one of our exploration ships, and let's just see what happens. I'm not sure what zone they'll identify for us, but we're going to give them a chance to do it. Traveler entity, our artifact scanner is at full power. I'll target the systems of the nearby planet and begin the scan. Go ahead. Historical data revealed? What specifically? Ancient ruins. I get the impression that's always what they're gonna do. I'm curious though. We're gonna stop at another one and see. Still accumulating energy. Yeah. No, just the one is all we get. It's so easy to forget the scale of things sometimes. I don't like those pictures all crooked though. Alright, let's turn around and let's enter our capital ship. We'll go ahead and dock. The MS-3 Totaruga. I feel like we should change that. Oh hey, yeah, we can have visitors now. We're not all maxed out on space anymore. We can have visitors land. That's exciting to me. It's been a while since we've had room in our fleet. Alright, so we go to our exosuit. Pretty sure we can just throw all of this food in storage containers, right? Salvage data we're going to be able to sell.
Technology recharge.
The metal plating I want to throw in storage containers, actually. The warp cells probably need to go to the freighter. Yeah. Bing, bing. Storage augmentation for the starship. Am I able to... Let's see, if I put it on the freighter, is it going to give me the option to use it? At the space station's starship's outfitter, so absolutely not. We can't use it that way. I should have known. I think it is safe to say we're going to take all of this dihydrogen and put it on the freighter and make more fuel. So that's 2,000 tons of fuel. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sure, that'll put us back there where we want to be. Lots of empty space. Oh, I'm tempted to break these down just to get the indium, emerald, and cadmium. The antimatter housing. We're gonna do it. Yep, we did it. We broke them all. And if we put them back, it's gonna be... Ouch. Piece of cake. Nothing extreme at all. But we did get our medal. It's slightly wasteful, I am aware. But in the end, it's what it is. Atmosphere Harvester, I don't want those. Those are taking up horrible space, and they're not worth anything, and we're not going to use them anymore. We will sell 4 salvage data. Get us back down to 15 there. It's pretty straightforward. This is looking good. I like this. Maybe we'll make a little more projectile. Yep. Recharge that. And then for cargo, right, we have other things here that I don't really want. We can get our microprocessors together. Ion batteries. We're going to switch these later like that. Sure, sure, sure. This looks good. This all looks good. And then for cargo, right, we've got cadmium, emerald, indium. This activated emerald is just dying to become chromatic metal, and then the viscous fluids, we're going to keep these over here. These extra modules, I don't know which ship I want to upgrade first. Oh, they don't stack with anything, though, is the problem. We're going to consider our options with those. I don't want to keep holding on to them, though. So I think more than anything, we'll move our starship launch fuel to our starship. And then I don't want to put a hyperdrive on the starship, and the starship is maxed out on shields. It just needs one more pulse engine upgrade. And then we're kind of set. There's not a lot more we need on this one after that. I think there might be a couple more we can install. Like the conflict scanner, the economy scanner. Oh, sure, sure. Rockets. We could just outfit this fighter to have every weapon and every weapon upgrade. Oh, and the emergency warp unit. Oh, so many cool things. Well, we might. This fighter is pretty decent with very high damage potential. We might just push it to the max. That being said, I don't know if we're going to put the any hyperdrive modules on this fighter, and that's the true issue. So let's hold on to these. We'll put these in one of our exotics for now, and let's run over here. And here's what we do is, and we've done this once before, and it bit us, and we're not going to let it bite us again, right? Oh my gosh, that's how we're going to be with the chromatic metal. Oh, whatever, just process it, please. Thank you. Cadmium and chromatic metal makes more cadmium. Emerald and chromatic metal makes more emerald. And then here we have activated emerald, which we can process for a lot of chromatic metal very quickly. So we'll do that. Right, and then here we actually have, if we take the chromatic metal out of our personal, out of our personal refiner, and that gives us actually quite a bit for this chunk. And then all we have to do is take the cadmium that we got and process again, and it'll keep doubling every... Oh, they've reduced it. It used to be 1 to 4. Now it's 1 to 2. And it takes a lot longer to process. Challenge accepted. Okay, so now there's actually a little bit of value in potentially having other stellar metal mining operations. Okay. That's acceptable. I can accept those terms. It's different. I'm glad I paid enough attention to notice. We're just going to have to augment how we operate a little bit to account for that. Let's get our fleets debriefed. So we've got some activated cadmium, some hot ice, some activated indium, profits, destabilized sodium, and some regular indium. Okay. Well, right away I'm thinking the hot ice can go to storage. This activated indium we're going to process into copper. Destabilized sodium. You know, we actually have so much sodium on us. I think we can hold on to 10 and then we could just process and sell the rest, I guess. I don't even know if it's worth the time to do it. Activated indium we can process into more chromatic metal. Let's see, what do we get? Some units, more indium, more units, and more indium. Well, I guess we didn't have to break our indium upgrade, did we? Look at that, 1.3 million units. That's good stuff. The discovery, some carbon crystals, that's good. Another discovery. This fleet located units, nothing noted, activated cadmium, semiconductors, iridescite, lots of units, tetracobalt, activated indium, superoxide crystal. Oh my goodness. What are we going to do with all this stuff? We got the case of stolen curios, 2,332 years old. There is an otherworldliness about this treasure, something strange in the way it catches the light, almost as if it were haunted by its previous owner. Let's see. Over here, let's get the last fleet debriefed. Oh, they're not done. It'll take another 3 hours, 6 minutes, 48 seconds. That's fine. Continue as you were. What that means for me, in my mind, is simply that we're not going to send off new expeditions yet, because I don't want to do it where I can't do them all at once. Now, from the freighter, let's... Ooh, look at that. I don't even know if that's worth my time. Is it? Ooh, that's almost 1 million in activated indium. Ka-ching. Super oxide crystal. Let's see what we got. Case of stolen curios, 1.2 million units. Not bad. Not bad. Oily larvae, 292 years old. Sample was found buried alongside with a hastily scrawled note. The language is long dead, but the panic in the writing is clear. I think we've seen that one before. Okay, and if we go back to our exosuit here, we can plainly see that we have a little bit that we need to do. We'll put that in our inventory. This needs to be processed, right? This can go into storage. This can be sold. This goes into storage. That can be sold. Oh, and then this is just a bunch of oxygen. You know what? Let's save 10 of them. And again, same thing with the carbon crystals. We'll save 10 of them. These will get sold. These are going to get processed. I think we'll just sell that as well. It's so nice having a clean inventory after we spent so long with our inventory being just a madhouse. No, switch to the freighter, please. Yeah, activated cadmium, that's 500,000. Stabilized sodium, it's a bunch of junk. I thought I had more than that I was going to sell off the freighter, but I suppose not. Yes, superconducting fiber. Why is that not showing up? Oh, there it is, right in front of my face. And that puts us up to 482 million units, raking in that money. Keep processing the cadmium, please. You're going to keep processing your emerald. And this one is... I mean, holy moly, it's just going to be a lot of money and time, and it's almost like we need another large refiner. We just don't have enough. Let's see. So if I go... Yep, like that. We'll just keep it the same color. And then we'll put the large refiner right... Oh, it's not snapping to this room, though. Limited to 2 in the local area. Oh, what? 2 in the local area? Where does it say that? It says available to build 0. Can I move it, like, over here? Ah, they can't be that close together. Right? How interesting. So they need to be spread out a little bit, apparently. I'm guessing they just grandfathered us in? With the way things used to be? I don't know. That's peculiar. Take that ionized cobalt, and then, yep, we're going to break down this carbon crystal. These super oxide crystals, I'm like, what are we doing? The oxygen isn't worth that much, is it? It's the way she goes, I suppose. So let's take a look at where we're at with extra stuff now. Well over extra oxygen. There's the extra chromatic metal we can put there. Activated indium probably needs to be processed into its own thing. Where are we with this? Chromatic metal, right? We're going to keep processing all of this extra copper. Because what I really want to do is I want to get this thing spinning indium. I'm tired of this. Stop your process here. Alright, let's do it. Spin up your indium, please. And for this one, double your emerald. I'm a little shocked it won't let me... Limited to 2 in the local area. How local is... Oh, so they just don't want vast arrays of these things anymore. Oh, I wonder if that means bases like the Terra Nautica main base is not... or things like that are not possible anymore. Wow, yeah, I'm not sure. Interesting. Well, if we've been grandfathered in, we should leave that design over there like that, but... Since I can't build another one there, I want those resources back, please. Alright, and then here we will process all of this activated emerald, of course. And then in our inventory we have... chromatic metal goes here. We still have some activated indium we need to process. Not the end of the world, though. And keep processing all of these other metals, but I think that's where we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. And we need to go swing over to the Nexus in the next episode and get charted our black hole. Let's stop first of all. I know that I'm not going to sell my squid ship, like, ever. And we did expand a lot of inventory space on this, so I think this is where we'll start using storage for things like these modules that I'm not sure where I want to install them. And this will be a line of things to process. These will get filled with stellar metals, and then we'll have about 4 over here. Maybe we'll do like that. Oxygen overflow there, and then we sort of have a nice clean little bracket here that's like overflow. Alright, I'm good with that. The real question is, what are we going to do with the Katsadam's coup? It's really, really hard to justify holding on to this thing now. And after we put so much time into it, it treated us so well. It was so perfect. But all good things must come to an end, I suppose. I'm not ready to sell it yet. I'm not ready to send it to the scrapyard. Not yet. Not yet. But it's likely that that's where it will go. Alright. Until next time. Take care.